and like grow.
Yeah.
And evolutionary, like, that's helped us. So like for us, when we move to things like even like our work around us and what we do, there's like the objective in the broad sense is generally our concepts of like how we feel we should be. And how we feel we should be normally is, like mentioned before, like it's what is projected from those around us.
That's kind of okay. But the thing about humans though is like this, right? The thing about humans is that we have an enormous abstract existential layer of our universe, of our reality. We have like animals, you have the physiological layer, right? And then humans have, like animals as well, have a psychological layer, right? Humans, the psychological layer is super intense, right? Then on top of that, we have like an intellectualized layer, right? And then on top of that, we have like a spiritual layer. And we exist in so many layers, and each of our layers is really thick, right? So our intellectual layer can hijack our psychological layer, right? That's the problem that we have. So for example, you can be told, like if you're like fucking like Christian or like Catholic or one of those like intensely discipline-based Christians, that you are unworthy, you were born unworthy, you're a born sinner, everybody has sinned, only Jesus doesn't sin, look at how he died for you, he's on the cross, feel guilty, and then you will always feel guilty, and you will always, anytime you enjoy yourself, if you're like, I was born Christian and I've had that thing like drilled into me all the time, and one of the problems I have is whenever I'm having a lot of fun, whenever I'm enjoying my life to the deepest moments, when I'm like deeply in love and I'm having like the greatest orgasms in history, I feel guilty as fuck. That is Christian conditioning. But that is the intellectual, like these intellectual ideas, this story that exists in a purely intellectual sense, which is to say that it's a human crafted story, right? Is hijacking my psychology and making me feel guilty for something that I shouldn't feel guilty for. But that is not the same as like eating, which is to sustain your like existence.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a matter of like when things are going really good, there's always an understanding that things won't always go good, so there's always dread of like the future.
But how is that related though?
It's related in the sense that if you look at what you mentioned, where you have like you have an understanding of grief. It's the manifestation of grief. I mean, a lot of people manifest their grief from different ways. It's not exclusive.
But I said guilt.
Well, even guilt.
Same experience.
What?
Same feeling. I mean, like
guilt and grief are not the same feeling. Wait, do you mean guilt and grief?
Like,
what do you mean?
No.
Well,
initially
at least sadness and unacceptingness of like what is.
No, man. Guilt is very specific, right? Guilt is like I feel like I'm unworthy. I feel like I am like shitty. I feel like my self-conception is reduced because I feel like I have done something like dirty. When I haven't actually done something dirty, I've done something beautiful, but I feel like I've done something dirty because I've been told over and over again since I was a very young child that this thing is dirty thing, it's a bad thing, so no, don't do this. And then when I do it, I feel dirty, but I have no reason to feel that way. It's like it hasn't hurt anyone. In fact, it's made me really happy. It's made someone else also really happy. And then when I go through my life and now I'm really cheery and I'm treating everyone really nicely, I'm making them happy too. So only good things have come from it. And yet I feel like dirty because I've been told intellectually that this is the dirty thing. So then my natural nature is being hijacked by my intellectual concept. And that is a problem that only humans have to face. Right? There's no fucking like dog who like loves to like, there's no cat who loves to kill squirrels and eat them, right? Who then reads a book and is like, oh my god, I'm such a murderer, right? Or like he's like, no, like cat is going to like read like the Bible and then be like, I should have gotten married first. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? That's a human problem, the intellectualization.
No, it is. And the thing is, like you said, like it's a matter of like intellect in the sense that it's a matter of like right and wrong and the perceptions of right and wrong that like are passed down, or at least that you're considered to adopt.
Yeah.
Which leads us back to the original culture. And and I don't think that's exclusively Christian. I think that's a whole bunch. Any religion that automatically tries to conform in the sense that Because
gives you rules. Any religion, any system of beliefs.
No, the thing is, any system of beliefs, when you state it out, what happens is that you do not allow the people who follow it to come to that understanding, because you presented the solution without the problem. So
oh my god, preach, motherfucker. Say it again. Say it again. That is a big part of it. No,
because you're presented with all these really valuable information sometimes. You have these profound understandings written in like very simple terms. But the thing is, since you haven't gone through like the mental gymnastics to like truly understand what is said, you just read it and you try and apply it. You read it and you try and apply it to like different places in your life to see is this where this fits and is this where that fits? And then you sort of, okay, I feel comfortable with placing these around me in this arrangement. And then you sort of follow those rules and then you move on.
Right. What you're saying is like you may lie to someone and it may feel like shit, and then it might like fuck up like your conscience. Then you have to tell them the truth. Then you lose a friend or something like that. And then you understand the degree to which like lying to someone is bad in a deep sense. And then in the future you won't lie to someone. But you read this book and it already says like lying is bad, so don't lie. So then you go through your life and you don't lie. But you don't really understand the beauty of honesty until you've lied.